comes another segment of the JV and Elvis Show.
Ah! My eyes are still on fire!
What happened?
Yesterday, I went back down to see if I could get my eyes corrected.
Since
I should have taken their advice here at the station. It's not any client of the station. Let me make that clear. And I should have taken their advice. But things here at the station, it's a slow process.
Right.
We'll get your vision fixed. We'll get around to it when we get around to it.
Right.
And I need to see better.
Yeah, I know. Right now.
I mean, like right now, I need to see where I'm going.
Sure.
I need to. And a lot of people are like, I don't think you want to see into your future, bro. Just go home blind. It's much better.
Good. Sure.
Anyway, shut up. It's my story.
Okay.
I go to this office, and what is the deal with all of these Manhattan businesses? They're like people's condos and.
Oh, God, I know. You go into a place, you think you're at a doctor's office.
But it's not. It's their house.
It's a rat hole.
Like I have a psychiatrist, and it's just like, I don't know if you want to just sleep in my bed there, or
Why don't you move that pizza box off and sit
I have
down?
another patient over here in the kitchen. There's 2 chairs in the kitchen and
Exactly.
a couple of psychiatry books.
They do everything in there. It's multi-purpose.
Anyway, so I go into this place and with my wife. And she goes back first. I didn't even realize this. She wears contacts. She tells me afterwards about her whole experience.
All right. Her whole experience.
Yeah.
Right.
So they said, you wear contacts, we'll put them in a little thing for you, an eye contact container
lens case,
if you don't
sure.
have one. She
Right.
goes, that would be great. So they hand her one. There's mold all around it.
What? Did you put your contacts in? Oh,
so
no.
then she takes that thing into the bathroom, and there's no soap.
Nothing to wash out the scabies and the mold?
And then she's trying to get hot water to come through. It takes a while. She's like, I'm just going to burn the hell out of this. I walk by, her. I'm like, what are you doing in there? There's steam coming out of the bathroom. Because she's a germaphobe. She's just trying to burn,
Me too.
This entire thing down to like a little piece of melted plastic and then set her eye coverings on it.
Fine. That works.
A couple of set the eyelashes above it as well so they can do the test. Because you don't want to have long eyelashes while you're doing the test. Here's what you do. You go sit your chin on that thing.
Oh, yeah. That checks your
They
eyes.
had like 3 little tissues left.
What?
And for the chin, but none for the forehead.
But that thing gets so greasy.
There was so much grease on it.
Yeah, it's oil.
And she'll say something. I won't. She told me afterwards, she was like, can I put, I don't know, do you have a maxi pad or, a Kotex or something I can.
Sandpaper, anything better than this.
For my forehead, I'd rather not have everyone else's grease. They just, I'm sorry. And she gets out a little tissue.
Oh, yeah.
So
one square.
Then you move over to the Twilight Zone one, where it's the circles and you start hearing the music. Have you ever been to the eye doctor, Zach? Yeah. And they got the Twilight Zone thing going. So this one doesn't have any chin or any forehead protection.
No!
And it's like...
What is it, like a steel bar?
I set my chin on it, and I just slip right in and just... because there's so much grease.
Yes!
My jawbone connected to the machine bone.
It's like 30-weight Pennzoil hanging out that stuff. That's rough.
So then they get us in a room where we're together, and the assistant says... Well, it looks like your left eye, we can, correct that.
Okay.
To 20/20. And your right eye, because I had my eyes messed up before by another doctor.
I know.
He said the right eye, I don't think we want to mess with it. It might even get worse. I'm like, okay, cool. And then, oh yeah, well, before he's telling us that, then we sit down in the chair. It's my wife and I were one at a time.
Yeah.
No, so we one of us is going to wait in the chair, and the other one is going to sit up in that thing where they now come put some drops in your eye, and then they're going to just stick the thing right on your eyeball.
To see the depth of your cornea or something like that.
So they put it on mine. My lady's looking at me, freaking out. I'm like, "What's your problem?" And then I was like, "Oh yeah, she's scared because it's touching, the eye. She's a little wuss."
Right.
So then she gets up and she goes, "Is that going to touch my eye?" And the guy goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "But I'm going to numb it." And she's like freaking out. So he just boop boop hits her in the eye. So she reminds me afterwards, they didn't clean that before they set it on your eye.
Oh.
Or
and
mine.
They went your eye into hers.
Yeah, then they took it and went.
So every infection that was on there from 100 other
my
people
eyes, I'm not kidding.
went into you,
they're
and now
burning right now.
Oh, no.
They've been burning all night. I bet if you give me a tissue, last night we were rubbing our eyes, there's yellow stuff on the edge of the tissue.
That stuff's supposed to be
gone. I have an
eye.
Here's what I'm going to do, listeners. I'm going to put my eye really close to the mic so you can actually hear it open and close. Right. I mean, they're like rusted and infected. Let me do it again.
Oh, dude, you got to get some WD-40 or something on that.
Listen.
Oh, God, that's got to hurt.
You don't even want to hear when I, do them side to
Or
side.
blink. You fast
Blink, we can try to blink it.
Try blink.
No, I don't need that anymore. Clean that son of a bitch first.
Jesus Christ. That sucks.
I'm just, when it comes to the eye stuff, so far, I've just been stupid. I remember, so I was in San Francisco, and our show was really big. You could pretty much say anything from drugs to a hooker
Anything,
or a motorcycle.
Sure,
I need a
car.
motorcycle to ride this weekend.
Right.
Yeah, does someone want to give us a car? We're going to flip it around and do some stunts. And so I said, hey, this I like this laser surgery thing I'm hearing about.
Yeah.
At the time, it was LASIK because they're going to cut you with some rusty razor blades.
That's what I had done, yeah. Brutal.
So
my God.
We'll get to yours in a second. So I said, can someone call me up? A receptionist calls me. Oh, you know what? Come down. We're doing it. This is high-tech stuff. And I drive up, and same thing in California. This is in someone's house that's been converted into a doctor's office.
Jesus Christ.
And there's all these old people in there, and they're like, shocked by the Springer channel, that I'm watching. And then the doctor's arguing with me. He says, are you nearsighted or farsighted?
Yeah.
And I almost felt like saying, well, why don't you check my eyes and you tell me?
You're the doctor.
But I knew I was nearsighted. I said I'm nearsighted. So then, I come in a week later, and then he goes, all right, you're farsighted. We're going to do the corrective measures. And I'm like, no. I'm nearsighted.
Yeah, you can't see stuff far away.
And the whole thing is they're going to shape your eye based on...
They hit a laser on your cornea, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So he totally effed me.
Yeah, he got screwed. He has had the worst vision ever since. It's terrible.
Listen. Eyes closed.
Yeah. I had a good story, too. I pretty much went for the cheapest one I could find. I said, no big deal. My wife went and spent probably $4,500 an eye. And it's like, okay, she did that. Would you quit blinking?
Sorry, I can't help it. Every once in a while, I'm going to have to blink.
You got to tear up. So I go into this place. Her and I are sitting there. And I just sit there and I go... I come back after my examination, and she's sitting there, and she goes, well, at least this isn't the place that was on Channel 7 Eyewitness News that was been accused of reusing razor blades, right? Uh-huh. And the lady turns to my wife and goes, no, that was us.
They admitted it? They did.
They were reusing razor blades on different patients.
Why would they say, oh, yeah, that was us? And let me guess, you still went to them.
I still had them do it. Yeah, they said, no, we're not doing that anymore.
What an idiot.
It's like they use razor blades to cut your cornea flap, and they reused them and reused them. You can catch all kinds of disease. That'll screw up your eye like that.
Anyway, listen, we're wasting time, so
what's new?
You're going to have to deal with my eyes. Oh, I'm trying to blink harder.
Yeah.
You'll have to deal with my eyes for a little bit until we can get some, what is it, rustation?
Rust-Oleum?
No, that's that's a condition I have now. Rustasis.
Rustasis.
Rustasis
yeah.
will help you with rusty eyes.
It will lubricate. Yes,
that's what's going on.
The hinges on your eyes.
I've been talking about playing these audio clips of our listeners getting on other stations, but I haven't gotten to any.
Okay.
So let's do a couple here.
Why not?
I think this first one here is Koof.
Koof, yeah.
He gets on a sports talk station, and
sweet.
he gets the doghouse name in. Okay. I told you that I would highlight you, play you on the air, applaud you, then award you with a prize.
Right.
So let's listen to it, and depending on how good it is, we'll see what the prize is.
Dig it.
Okay, let's go to the phones. We have Nick on the line. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, I was calling about the kids who don't like soccer nowadays.
I didn't say that. Kids like soccer. They like to play it.
Yeah, well, organized soccer. I played JV soccer as a kid.
JV soccer?
I had a coach that looked like Elvis. But today they make the kids, work hard. It seemed like we were practicing every day from 9 to 12 in the morning. Our coach would put us down. He said we belonged in the doghouse. And he said, we stunk because we would give up 9 to 3 3FM goals a game. Every once in a while, he'd give us an ice or two. He would never let us have a crank water or a break.
No, that's not good.
He would never give us a crank water or a break.
And that's why some kids don't like soccer. But
well, I think in general, soccer is very popular among young people to play. But my point was, Nick, I don't think a lot of kids who play soccer in America grow up to be ticket-buying pro soccer fans.
Yeah, but one more comment. Doghouse, 1, 9, 2, 3.
Oh. I like the reaction.
Well, well, thanks. Appreciate it.
Wow. Oh. Hey, Koof.
Good one, man.
You got yourself $100.
Sweet.
I'm gonna mail you a whole prize pack. The prize pack will have my name and stuff all over it because we're self-prizing up here, self-promoting, bitch.
That's what we do.
Send you a check for $100. I'll send you an old DVD. It turns out people love these things. Yeah. It's from our last station.
You're right.
But it doesn't have their logo or anything. It's just you and I.
That's right.
Screwing with everyone.
Good stuff,
it's just
baby.
a different studio. But it's not like you're up here visiting the studio all the time.
Yeah, we don't even
give them $100. If we got a free FM shirt, throw that in, and an old Doghouse video.
Dig it, man.
Nig it? Hey, take that prize pack and nig it up. That should not be dumped.
Yeah.
If that just got dumped, that's
an
I was about to say something. I was going to say that's effed. Let's move on to number 2.
All right.
And then we'll get to today's news. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Doghouse. Wishing you a happy Friday.
Howdy.
Happy Friday to you. Mitch, Detroit Mitch, I love you, man.
That dude's all over.
This guy's, he's active on the webpage.
And great Photoshop.
Super promoter. Oh, man, his art stuff. Yeah, it's great.
The best.
Speaking of art, we had a little graffiti discussion the other day, and someone sent you an email with pictures. Go to our blog. That stuff is amazing.
What's the blog spot?
Now, that's art. I wouldn't mind them painting that on every single street. You know, you can paint that on my house.
Right. This is chalk drawings on the cement. And it's the most three-dimensional stuff you've ever seen.
The most three-dimensional stick figure you've ever seen.
Yeah. See Jane run. What's the blog
spot again? With like a booger on the end of his hand.
Yeah.
JVElvis.blogspot.com.
Thank you.
JVElvis.blogspot, ziggity spot.
You don't have to arrange your papers like about 40 times.
Mm-hmm. They're fine.
It's like 800 times.
He's like Letterman about to do letters from people.
Right.
Number 5. All right. This is Mitch. God, my eyes are killing me.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Will water help?
No, you can't just throw water in someone's eyes. You know what? Maybe like some lemon. Give me like a lemon tea to pour in my eyes. Something like that will burn it out, but at the same time, it's healthy for me.
Yeah, hook you up.
This is Mitch. He's on a show, Detroit Mitch, on a show called The Positive Mind.
Oh, nice.
There are things like it smells just like a teenager. And there's Smells Like a Tuna by Geek. And then there's a whole bunch of other things of I Love Your Smell, the smell of romance, the smell of desire.
At the strip club?
Yes, there's many more. I think we have to make a collection of music about smells.
Smell of my fingers. Visiting with my wife, Agnes. Who's dead under the house.
Oh, no, in 47
This is Armand DeMille with you with The Positive Mind. We're going to take your calls. 212-209-2900 is the number here. Okay. Let's take one of your calls.
Let this guy die already.
To the survey. Hi, you're on the air.
Hi. Yeah, it's Dan from New York.
Yes, Dan.
Dan.
Yeah, I had a quick question, or maybe it's just a point, but how does actual perfume actually cover up the odor of the natural pheromones? Doghouse, what, 92.3 Free FM?
Yes, it does quite a bit of stuff. You know, it does.
Boy, great board work. That sounds like
the best part of it.
Yeah.
Is the beep, 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 beep. Mitch, 100, because this guy's been everywhere.
I love that guy.
$150.
Wow.
A Doghouse DVD.
Beautiful.
A membership to my wife's website.
Oh, wow.
In case you want to see her naked.
I do.
A Free FM shirt.
All right.
Zach is writing that all down right now. Let's look at news with the uno, a dos, a uno, a dos, a uno, a dos, a uno, dos, tres, catorce, a uno, dos, tres, catorce, uno, dos, tres, catorce.
Dig it. Oh, those screwed up eyes. Federal health officials said more than 1,500 toddlers and babies over a 2-year period wound up in emergency rooms with with bad reactions to cold or cough medicine, and 3 of them have died in the last 2 years.
Yeah, they say cold medicine can kill babies for sure.
Yeah, they say they have warned parents not to give over-the-counter cold remedies to kids under age 2 without consulting your doctor first.
You know what else can kill a baby?
What's that?
Paper bag on the head.
Yeah, true.
I hear that.
Ball peen hammer to the soft spot.
Yeah. Leaving that kid on the car with the groceries is another thing.
Right.
Leaving him in the dryer too long.
That'll screw him up big time.
This is a great phone topic.
Yes.
What else can kill a baby? 866-313-FREAK. How about that hammer throw?
Oh, God.
Hammer throw, is that that's where you grab the baby by the legs and you're swinging around in circles and then you let it go?
Olympic record, yes. Zing. They are quite aerodynamic. Yes, doink, spang.
You guys like the hammer throw?
No, that sucks.
As an event?
Yeah, I don't like any of that stuff.
I do, especially because there's so much that can go wrong with that.
Yeah, well,
I mean, what
yeah.
do you, if you practice that at home,
what kind of
you
hammer
can't
is
always
that?
have like a pit and then, the parking spot block at the end to stop your toe. And, and where the hell do you put that thing is so out of control.
What kind of hammer is that anyway?
It's not really a hammer. It's like a nut in a sack, and they're holding the end of the sack.
What?
You know how someone cleans up their bowling ball and they're like,
That's right, yes.
It's the same thing. They're using a towel like a chamois,
I didn't
and
know
then
that.
at the end it's not really a hammer. It's a ball.
It's something that's heavy. I got you.
I think, right, Rudy?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was a hammer.
It's a sports hammer.
Hammer time.
Hey, hammer time! Boom, boom, boom. Hey, you can't throw this. That would be sweet. Every track and field event, you actually have to hold the baby has to be involved. Like you have to sprint holding the baby.
Yes.
You have to shot put the baby.
The baby's
you
with
have to do the hammer throw with the baby.
The high jump.
Pole vault.
Pole vault, yeah. Javelin.
Elvis, you don't like the field part. You only like the track.
I
you don't
hate
like the
that
javelin throw?
I think it's just stupid. The best part is when that javelin goes through the guy at the end.
The referee, yeah.
Right.
That was the best thing ever. The ref like waving like, inbounds, or was he saying? I don't know if he's saying this one's going to be out of bounds.
And that guy
Right
lived
to the heart.
too. The
Yeah.
guy lived.
Yeah.
He did live.
Oh, he worked the rest of the day with the thing sticking out like
Yeah,
that.
he said, I got stuff to do, man. I got stuff to do. I don't like the high jump, the long jump, the broad
Oh, the
jump.
high jump. I like the high
That's
jump.
gay. Here I go. No, that's almost.
We had this guy, Craig Musselwhite.
Who?
Craig Musselwhite.
Love him.
It was our trick every time in football. This guy was, I don't know how he could get up so high. He's this like kind of lanky, tall, white dude.
Okay.
He was a decent tailback, but every time we're going for two, this guy would he would clear everybody, both the offense, defense, and the goalpost.
That's like
in a
a
celebratory manner, he would jump over the teams, score, yeah, and then instead of dunking it, he would like jump over the goalpost with the back.
Talent, Craig Witherspoon.
It's Craig Musselwhite.
Muscle White.
I don't know. It's kind of like gay though, because they have to get up
It's
and then
very gay. That's
and then
what I'm saying.
push their thing like at the back.
Yeah.
They have to, like right at the last second they got to like pelvic
and
thrust.
the nylon shorts are always riding so friggin' high. Leave some of the imagination there, pal. They're just yanked all the way up.
Zach, you know what your problem is? You always have something to say, but you won't do it.
Yeah,
Because I can't outshout Elvis. That's the
I
thing.
can't outshell.
I can't outshout you.
I'm not
So
asking
if
you
you're-
to.
Well, every time I jump in, you're still going.
Well, that's what I do. Well, then throw something in. What do you got?
I was just going to say high jump looks like a dolphin jump. That's all.
Yeah.
Wow.
It wasn't a joke. It was just, to give
Yeah,
them
it was just a
better
dolphin
visual.
comment.
Just a
Right.
visual.
It was just,
throwing in the
a dolphin
comment.
reference,
Yeah.
just to give them some props.
I got to shuffle.
I wish I would have
people,
shouted a little louder.
Leaving out. I was watching this the other day. They have the dog high jump now. You know how they have the.
Oh, I've seen it into the pool. Yeah.
No, that's the pool thing. That would be more like the long jump.
Long jump,
And
right.
this one dog, he's like 30 feet now.
Whoa, he's almost.
But they have
into
the
pool.
high jump with these little tiny dogs.
What?
They're getting up. Now, they don't twist backwards. They don't go
Oh, no.
upside down
They
with
go
all
straight
fours
over,
up.
right,
Yeah.
Like a
But
dolphin?
these.
And they do an obstacle course too
No,
with these.
they're dogs.
Dolphin doesn't come into play.
Oh yeah, where they're weaving in
obstacle
between
course is
the
crazy, yeah.
like the they're not skiing. They don't have the poles,
but they're going in between. Zing,
Right.
zing, zing, zing. Weave.
couple of phone calls here. 866-313-FREE.
Let's go to Mike in Connecticut. Hello, Mike.
Doghouse!
What?
Taking a crank water.
Give him a crank water, Rudy.
It's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday. What's up, man?
Hey, the hammer throw. I used to do that in high school and college, man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a shot put connected to a metal rod.
Connect
and
to
then
the
you
rod,
put a
right?
handlebar.
And then you throw it.
It's got a handlebar on it. You said?
Yeah. it's
Yeah,
got a handle.
Schwinn.
Oh, Schwinn.
Schwinn
With a bell,
handlebars.
too. Ring. Nice. All right, thanks, man.
Hey, I just want to say you guys are the best, man. You make my morning so good.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Take care.
Thanks, man.
John in Long Island. Hello.
Doghouse?
What?
Doghouse?
What?
I just wanted to ask you guys what's the difference between a bag of dead babies and a Cadillac?
Nice.
All right, good one.
Have a good weekend.
Appreciate it. Chris in New York. Hello.
Hello, Doghouse.
What?
Nut Zach.
Not Zach.
Yeah, dolphin comments. Great.
Hey, I hear when you duct tape your baby to a ceiling fan and put it on high speed, that's not good for him.
Oh.
Yeah, good point.
I don't. I'm pretty sure that's going to rip it right out of the ceiling.
Yeah, something like that.
You're up there all day duct taping the baby to the fan. It's just going to take the balsa wood and snap it right off.
Those things are cheap.
Most fans, it's like after a month, aren't they like shaking back and forth?
Yeah, they're like this, and the string is already rusty. It's not like it's underwater or anything.
And then you go to turn on the light, and you just yank the whole ceiling out.
It comes out. They are not good.
We got to take a break. When we come back, there's other things going on in the news.